Hey everybody, Blue Goblin here for a special wrestling review. And I know this is way late, but you know, when things are late, it's because mainly I just need to find the time to do this. But I'm here. I'm gonna try to get back into talking to wrestling. I've been watching wrestling for well over 25 plus years, and it's just one of the many things in my life that just doesn't want to go away. So without further ado, what better way than to talk about me getting back into talking about wrestling than talking about something that concerns ending. I'm here to talk about NXT Takeover, the end, ... of the beginning. And I got my own little NXT title here. It's a little toy title, and it was like 30 bucks. I was like, yeah. I love NXT so much, I gave WWE some of my money to get some NXT merch. So yeah, that's how much I love NXT. So, about this show. I didn't watch the pre-show, but I was told that the pre-show had plenty of problems, especially with the commentary. I was actually told that Lita was horrible at commentary at the pre-show. I might go back and look at it, like in little clips or something. Am I going to watch the entire pre-show? No. But I was told by a lot of people that Lita was horrible that night. But the first thing I want to comment on is the commentator team on NXT TakeOver. Tom Phillips and Corey Graves. Absolutely astounding how good they are. I mean, of course they're gonna sound great compared to all the jack-offs we got on Raw and SmackDown right now. Well, granted, I don't watch SmackDown, but I hear Mauro Ranallo is really good, so I don't know. It's gonna take more than a good commentator to get me to watch a show I haven't watched in fucking years. The opening match, Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10, taking on Andreas Cien Almas, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm sorry. Look, I don't care who this guy was. I'm talking about Almas. I don't care who this guy is or who this guy was on the oh-so-beloved independent scene. But when I looked at him in the ring, all I saw was an acrobat. I didn't see a wrestler. I saw an acrobat with a goddamn spray tan. And styled hair. That's it. What is like, what kind of build-up did we have to this guy? What does he do? What makes him tick? What is it about him that's so liked? I don't see it. Ty Dillinger, insanely over. So of course he fucking jobs to one of the most ridiculous finishes I've seen in quite a while. It's not the worst finish of all time, but the running, they call it like running knees to the face. It looked more like he hit him in the face with his dick. So I'm like, really? That's the finish? Whatever. This match, it was fine. It served its purpose, get the crowd pumped up, but my God, Ty Dillinger is easily one of the most over guys in this fucking brand. So of course, the WWE's not going to do a fucking thing with him. The next match, the Tag Team Championship match, American Alpha, Gable and Jordan against the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. This to me was the match of the night. It really was. And I'm not just saying that because a lot of other people are saying it on the internet. I'm saying this was an energetic match. The crowd was just on fire. I loved the energy from all four men, that they easily connected to the crowd. To me, this match was better than their match at TakeOver Dallas. That's just my opinion. There was better chemistry, there was better heat, there was better build, there was better storytelling there. This match really worked. Everything worked. I loved the chain wrestling, the cooperative double teaming moves and everything. The double ankle lock shot when they had the Revival and the double ankle lock. The crowd just exploded when that happened. Of course, it was a false finish, but that moment alone was one of the best moments of the match. Good in-ring chemistry. Was the match a 5-star classic? In my opinion, no. But it was damn close. I mean, this was an awesome match. It had everything in there. It had good wrestling. There was heat there with the Revival. The fans genuinely did not, a lot of fans, I'm not saying all of them, but some of the fans genuinely did not want to see the Revival win. You know, there was all kinds of crazy shit was going on in this match, and I had a blast watching the whole thing. And I too was shocked when Alpha did the job and the Revival won the tag titles back. It's like American Alpha is one of the best tag teams you've got, not just on NXT, but in your whole fucking company. And they had the tag team titles for a very short period of time, and then just dropped them back to the Revival. Then you had the Authors of Pain run in and beat the holy hell out of American Alpha, and then you saw Paul Ellering down there. Now, am I a smark? I can be, but I too was a little befuddled at, you know, the crowd chanting, "Who are you?" I wanted to say they were chanting it at the two guys in the ring and not at Paul Ellering, because when I saw him appear on camera, I knew exactly who he was. I went, and Jennifer was like, "What?" I said, "That's Paul Ellering." It's like, "Fuck, it's Paul Ellering." It's like, "This Paul Road Warrior fucking Ellering." Of course, I'm the old fucking mark. I remember shit that happened in Jim Crockett Productions NWA's World Championship Wrestling. I remember shit that happened there. So of course I knew who Paul Ellering was. I'm the old smark. But it's like, I can understand, you know, Paul Ellering didn't have an iconic look. Not like guys like Jimmy Hart or Captain Lou Albano or Bobby the Brain Heenan, you know, or, you know, classic managers like that. Hell, even the Wizard. Yeah, I'm really dating myself here. The Wizard, you know, Classy Freddie Blassie back when he managed Hulk Hogan. Yeah, they all had their distinctive looks, distinctive charms about them. Paul Ellering, he didn't quite have that, but at least I knew who he was. And the fact that he's managing a new tag team in NXT, that gives me even higher hopes for the tag team division. You know, you got Paul Ellering backing you up. You could really go somewhere with this, and I was really intrigued with this. But a great match for the tag team titles, and I was shocked when the Revival won, but a great match of the night. Then we had Austin Aries, A-Double, the greatest man that ever lived, taking on the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura, former New Japan Intercontinental Champion, tremendous talent. I love Shinsuke Nakamura. I love his theme music. I love his character. I love his energy, his connection to the crowd. He's not the best talker in the world, of course, and you know, he's not the best seller in the world, but I genuinely think he is a good wrestler. Does he do a lot of flips and kicks and high spots? Yes, but when the time comes, I've seen a lot of his older matches, and when the time comes, he can sell very well. He can do some good work in the ring. He did a great job with Sami Zayn, and he did a good job in here with Austin Aries. Now, I disagree with the people who say that this match he had with Aries was better than this match with Sami Zayn. I disagree with that completely. The match he had with Sami Zayn was much better. It had better in-ring psychology, better in-ring storytelling. It just, everything about that match worked a lot better than this match with Aries. That's not to say that this match with Aries was bad. This match with Aries was really good. Lots of good spots, lots of ooh kinds of spots, like that Death Valley driver on the ring apron. I just love how I just laugh at, I laugh with delight at the commentators saying, "Oh, that's the hardest part of the ring. Oh, that's gotta hurt." And I'm like, what the fuck ever. But I believe the right man won. You're clearly wanting to establish Shinsuke Nakamura at the expense of a guy like Austin Aries, who can do some good for that company, but they clearly have plans for Nakamura. Let's see if they follow through with those plans with Nakamura, but the right guy won. I like Corey Graves whenever he hits the knee and he goes, "Kinshasa!" It sounds like Japanese commentary at its best, and it's really good. Good match. Really good match. Then on to what I thought was the worst match of the night. And I'm not saying that because it's the women. Because in my opinion, the women are the bigger stars, or they can be the bigger stars in NXT. Because, you know, if you were to ask me who is the top star, the very top star of NXT, you would think I would answer somebody like Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn. No. My opinion, the top star of NXT is Bayley. one of the women. It is, I just see it. It's Bayley. But Bayley wasn't in this match. So let's talk about the match. Asuka defending the women's title against Nia Jax. I thought it was kind of iffy because this was one of those matches where I was torn. I didn't want to see Asuka lose, but I didn't want to see Nia Jax lose either. You know, I was thinking, well, how are they gonna end this match and protect both ladies? Are they gonna have a schmoz, a DQ finish, or what? I don't know. I didn't know what to expect in this match, and the fact that Nia Jax jobbed clean, it kind of hurts the Nia Jax character, because now how are we supposed to take her seriously as a badass when she's competed twice for the women's title and failed both times? The first time she failed via submission, and this time she got pinned clean in 1, 2, 3. After a very abrupt finish, I mean the scream and then a kick to the head, it's like when Asuka got the pin, I was like, really, that's it? That's okay. Asuka wins. I love Asuka. She's badass. I love her. Great wrestler. I don't know what she says when she speaks in her native tongue, but it just sounds really hot. but the match needed to. It accomplished what it needed to. It just felt kind of short, and the finish just felt abrupt. And I thought both ladies could have delivered a lot better than what they actually did. That's just my personal opinion. And then the main event, the very first ever steel cage match in NXT history for the NXT Championship. Samoa Joe defending against Finn Balor, or as some people on the internet call him, Finn Balor, the Demon. Now, this match served a lot of purposes. One, it made history. Two, I fucking loved how the cage came down. It's like the cage was unfolded and it just seemed to, you know, to fold down around the ring. That was fucking awesome. I loved that. I wish WWE would do that on the fucking main roster. It's like they could use that as a surprise. It's like, oh, we're gonna have a steel cage match. I don't see a cage. Oh, there it comes. Oh, there's the cage. Boom. You know, I loved that. I thought that was really cool. Sometimes it's the small things. Sometimes it's the little things that can get your attention in wrestling, and for the good reasons. And I thought that was really good. Samoa Joe winning by a pinfall, which I thought was the right move to make. I didn't want to see Samoa Joe retain by getting out of the cage, because to me that is like, a lot of people grew up with that stipulation. You can win by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. A lot of people grew up with that ever since the days of the big old blue cages, you know. But I didn't want to see, technically, I didn't want to see Samoa Joe win by retreating. You know, if you're going to beat the guy, you need to beat the guy. And the muscle buster off the second rope, that was the perfect way to end the match, the perfect way to finish. And this also marks the first time, it's not the first time somebody's beaten Finn Balor, but I haven't seen anybody else point this out really here yet. But this is the first time I've ever seen anybody beat the Demon Finn Balor. Because every time I've seen Finn Balor get beaten, he's without his face paint. He's just Finn Balor. But this is the first time I've seen somebody beat him with all that shit on his face. The Demon. Somebody finally beat the Demon Balor. And I think that, you know, helped stamp Samoa Joe's place as one of the top champions in the whole company in the WWE. And it was a great match, a great main event. Overall, I think NXT Takeover The End was a great show. Was it the best show they've ever done? In my opinion, no. Still, my personal favorite takeover is still the one they did in Brooklyn last year. You know, with, you know, Bayley and Sasha, one of the absolute greatest women's championship matches I've ever fucking seen. To me, NXT Takeover Brooklyn 2015 is still the best takeover special that I've personally watched. But this show was good. I would probably give it an A, maybe an A-, but it was a good show nonetheless. So there's my review of NXT Takeover The End. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Please subscribe to Blue Goblin X. Don't forget my main channel. And thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll see y'all later.